What's good, all my Ruthless Addicts? It is your girl, Tika Deshawn, and I am here to bring you Tyler Perry's Ruthless, episode 11 from season 3, entitled Late Summer. So, when we last left off, we saw that the highest basically stumped away from the cooler where he was addressing Malcolm, but he stumped away from the cooler like a big old baby, went in front of his own trailer, made sure everybody knew he needed his sword. Manny goes into his trailer and gets the sword. So then we have Manny and the highest and the other soldier that a lot of people don't see, which is Lewis and Daikon. They're all standing around trying to figure out what they're going to do next. And the highest says to go and find Andrew. Now, we know Andrew is in hiding. Andrew is doing whatever he can to stay, as they say, out of sight, out of mind. But with that being said, now the soldiers, everybody is pretty much on alert to look for Andrew. But where could he have possibly gone? We'll see more, you guys. Then we have River and Joan in the punishment trailer. In the finance trailer. Now we know that last week the highest told River that he was thinking about leaving, and so River goes to Joan and pretty much relays that message. He lets her know that the highest is thinking about leaving, and if he leaves, he's pretty much going to take all of the money. Now, of course, that would definitely go against the plan that they have. So Joan tries to reassure River that don't worry about it. I have it covered. If he tries to take the money, it's gonna be okay. That's not something that you need to worry about. So then we see Oliver, Lacey, and Elder Mother in the punishment trailer, and Elder Mother sees something slide through the slot, and they all notice that it's more bread. Y'all, that look like bread or pound cake, but either way, it's more bread. We're gonna call it bread today. But she was trying to give more food to Lacey and Oliver. She didn't know that Elder Mother Marva was in the punishment trailer. So when Elder Mother Marva called out Zane's name, obviously she had no choice but to respond to Elder Mother Marva. And so she walks pretty much halfway into the trailer, and she just saying, I brought this for you. I thought you might need food. I thought you may need water. It's really just for you. No, I didn't bring this here for them, which that's what Elder Mother Marva said. You probably just brought that here for them. And so Zane tries to reassure Marva that Elder Mother, Mother Supreme, that no, this isn't for them. This is for you. And of course, Elder Mother Marva, being Elder Mother Marva, gets very defensive and says, the highest, I'm gonna tell the highest, you're gonna be punished. The highest put me in here, so I must oblige, or I must respect the highest's wishes by not eating food. The highest sent me here, so I will be okay. The Raku will take care of me. And so with that being said, Lacey and Oliver pretty much let Elder Mother Marva know how much of a fool she is, considering the fact that she may have health issues, and so she probably needs to eat that food. But Marva's not with it. Marva is, she's gonna go in from A to Z. She's gonna talk bad about Zane, Oliver, and of course Lacey, which has just been talking way too much. And I'm gonna move on, but I'm gonna let you guys know how much Lacey has been talking. Way too much, y'all. I'm gonna have to give y'all a little more of a description. Anyway, River is over in the pavilion, and Ruth walks up. River's sitting there with a sad face, looking kind of miserable, and he lets Ruth know, hey, the highest is trying to take all the money. When they go to pick up the money from the bank, he's planning to take it all and leave us with nothing. Now, y'all, with the highest leaving, wouldn't that be a good thing? Like, I really think that would be a good thing because then those that want to leave can just walk away. Because you know the highest goes nowhere alone. He'll probably take Daikon with him. Okay? So, anyway, Ruth says, okay, I'll, we got so much stuff going on, but I'll handle it. I can deal with that. We'll figure it out. We got to figure something out because something just isn't right. So then, um, Zane. Oh, then I'm sorry, you guys. Then Ruth is like, well, I need to go. Where is Elder Mother? Have you seen Elder Mother? It's about time to feed the highest. The highest is, I've been paying attention to him, and by a certain amount of time, if he doesn't eat his food, he acts a whole fool, you guys. So that's what Ruth was just trying to say, say to River, hey, where is Elder Mother Marva? And so River doesn't know that Marva is locked up in the punishment trailer. At least not yet. So nobody really knows. But he's like, well, you're gonna go with me and try to find her. And of course, Ruth is like, no, because if she's missing somewhere, I can go in that kitchen and figure out exactly what it is that she's putting in his food. So then River says, okay, cool. I'll go look for her. Then River makes his way over to the area where the punishment trailers are, and up who comes around the corner, you guys? It's our little girl, baby girl Zane, who has just left out of the punishment trailer, where Elder Mother Marva is. So now River doesn't have to look very far because Zane lets him know, hey, I know I got caught, but I was taking food to Elder Mother Marva, or at least that's what she thought I was doing. I made her think that I was bringing the food in there for her. And he's like, what is she in the punishment trailer for? Nobody really knows, but fact of the matter, her behind is in the punishment trailer, and River knows where to find her now. So Andrew walks into this brand new trailer this is the men's trailer. And y'all, this guy right here in the far right corner, his real name is TJ. I think it's TJ Jackson or something like that. He is on Instagram. This dude is he's funny. He has made it known and made sure we knew that he was going to be in Ruthless, okay? He made sure. I gotta find the post, but I will find that image and I'm gonna share it at the end of this review, you guys. It was just too hilarious. But anyway, Andrew is there in their trailer. The men are playing a little low-key game of spades. I guess that's what they're playing. Probably go fish because they're on the Rockadoosh compound. But he kind of questions. Still, basically, Andrew is still trying to get a feel for who wants to leave the Rockadoosh compound. But these guys seem to be completely satisfied. No one wants to complain. And I'm sure if they wanted to complain, they wouldn't do it. Nobody trusts anybody on this Rockadoosh compound. So the guys, they pretty much, Andrew, bruh, you on your own right now. You're literally on your own. So Andrew walks out of that trailer. Ruth sees him in the window, taps on the window, and tells him to come into the kitchen. So he goes into the kitchen, and finally, Andrew has no choice but to go ahead and disclose what he could have disclosed last episode. So basically he says to her, if something happens to me, I have a son out there. If something happens to me, tell my son I died in the line of fire. And Ruth was like, line of fire? Like, what are you talking about? I'm an FBI agent. Andrew reveals he's an FBI agent. And Ruth is, she doesn't believe him, and she's like trying to watch how she speaks because she knows that the highest here is pretty much, or finds out some of everything. She's not quite sure as to how that happens, but the way it seems is as if there are like cameras or microphones in these different trailers, so the highest kind of knows all. So she still has to play the role as if you're with the freaking government, you're a traitor, just all of that, playing the role. And he says, but listen to me, I understand you're but quit playing the games with me. I'm not playing with you right now. Go. There are two other agents on this compound, and they're being held. And so Andrew says that there's one in the punishment trailer, there's one in the cooler. You saw me talking to him. There's other agents, but if they find out, they're going to shut this whole thing down. And Ruth says they can't do that. They can't shut this compound down. I'm confused, Ruth. Don't you want it to be shut down so everybody can be saved, and your kids, your daughter, and Tally, if Tally's baby is still there, somewhere can be safe? But again, she plays the role and has Andrew thinking, she doesn't believe me. Oh my God, what am I going to do? So then Elder Mother Marva, with her messy self, in the cooler, talking mad trash to Lacey. Now, one thing I love that Oliver said to her, Oliver said to Lacey, stop talking. She could actually, the Hyatts could not really be mad at her, and she's just sitting in here to get information. And Lacey kind of slowed down her tone, but she was just talking, being mad disrespectful to Elder Mother Marva, cursing her out, which of course Marva deserves to get cursed out. But at the end of the day, a lot of things that Lacey was saying was just way too much, and Oliver just needed her to just calm down and be quiet. And then Elder Mother Marva, y'all, had the audacity to say that Oliver wanted her. She told Lacey that Oliver wanted her. She said, "You know he wanted me, right?" And Oliver's just like, "Lady, yeah, right." And Lacey is, I wouldn't believe. She says, "I wouldn't believe that. That's not something I'm even worried about." So then we have Daikon, who is still, they're on the mission. They are on this mission to find Andrew. So once again, this soldier or this cult member by the name of, his real name in I don't know his cult name, but we're gonna call him cult member TJ, okay? Daikon goes into the trailer along with the Manny, and they ask him, "Have you seen Andrew?" And he says, "Yeah." So we saw him. He was looking kind of, agitated, but we don't know where he is now. And so Daikon tells them, "Y'all go ahead, leave." It was like 3 of them in there anyway, 3 soldiers anyway. He says, "Y'all go look for him." And he sends Manny to go look for him as well. And Daikon is just like, if I don't find this dude tonight, if this dude escapes or leaves this Rakadushi compound, I know I'm in big trouble. So that's the look that Daikon pretty much has on his face. Then we thought Ruth didn't believe what Andrew was saying, but she had to go and just prove it. She had to, see whether or not he was lying, or, see what was what. And she did. She went, she saw Malcolm in the cooler, punishment cooler. She checked his pulse to see if he was still alive. He was still alive. He was strong enough to try to get his hands on her. Fortunately for Ruth, she was able to, hit him to basically knock him off of her. So she sees the height. She slams the cooler shut. She doesn't get the opportunity to ask Malcolm, "Who are you? Are you FBI? Like, what are you doing here?" She doesn't get the opportunity to ask him. However, the highest creeps up on her, and he sees her standing by the cooler. Now, he says to her, "What are you doing over here?" And so Ruth, we know Ruth is good and smart. She's quick on her feet. She says, "I'm here. I was looking for Elder Mother Marva so I can make you some food, but since I couldn't find her, I was going to go into this cooler. I thought there was meat in the cooler." So now she didn't lie to the highest. Well, sort of she did, but she didn't, she didn't deny that she was in the cooler when the highest asked, "Were you in there?" Obviously, you saw her in there, so why would you ask her that? But once again, I think the highest was just testing her loyalty, trying to see whether or not she would tell the entire truth. So she tells him this guy is FBI or he's government. And so now that's proof number 1 that Andrew actually told Ruth to go, to basically to prove, yeah, there's some agents on this compound. So then, the highest says, where's, okay, well, go get Marva out of the punishment trailer. Let her know that she's forgiven and to make my food. And so Ruth is like, well, I can make your food for you. And the highest don't want nobody else making his food except Elder Mother Marva. But we know why. She make that food so good with those drugs till of course he's gonna want only her to, feed him. So then the highest, he gets low level to talk to. Now in the midst of hitting Malcolm while he's in that cooler, Malcolm is really, really, really dying, y'all. He's slowly but surely dying. I'm surprised he lasted this long. But if you look at that little crease on his image on his face, that is where he was hit by the back of by the back of the highest's sword. Shout out to the makeup people, because they made sure that little dent that was made on his face made sure that it appeared enough for us to see it, because I'm sure somebody was going to say, oh, well, how can he get hit with the back of a sword and there's no mark? Well, the highest already said that will leave a mark, and it did. Okay, anyway, you guys, so then our girl Ruth, but let me tell y'all this. As the highest was talking to Malcolm was like, well, I'm already gonna die, so F you. And the highest was like, and I'm saying to myself, that is the wrong person you want to say F you to. So the highest looks at him. He's like, oh, yeah, it's going to be a F you, but I'm going to be the one doing the Fing. Yeah, the highest went there. And Malcolm was like, what? Like, don't even try me like that. But if it happened to him, he going to be too weak to fight it off anyway. So anyway, you guys, then once again, Ruth is on a mission. She's trying to verify everything that Andrew has said to her. So she makes her way over to the cooler, to the punishment trailer where Brian and Lynn are. She says, I'm here looking for an elder mother. She's saying it loudly so that, she doesn't get found out. She doesn't get found out that she's looking for, proof based on what Andrew had told her. So, when she said, I'm here looking for Elder Mother Marva, here come our girl, Lan. Oh, Marva? Yeah, she knows me. Tell her I'm in here. Lynn, honey, stay on the drugs. Because Marva already knows that you're in there. And because Marva was in there being nosy, you the reason. Now she's going to the punishment trailer. For a little while anyway. So then, Brian says to her, help us, your friend Tally, she came to talk to me. We were supposed to meet up at the store on that Thursday, just telling her all kind of stuff. I know about your daughter. I know, about your daughter's father, Barry. Do you know Sam? Just like all of this stuff. And she looks like a lot of this stuff is coming to the light, you guys. A lot of this stuff is coming to the light. Don't really know what Ruth will actually do with this information, but the things that Andrew said to her were true. So we'll see how she follows through with the information that she has been given. Now, then, our boy Daikon is on the outside of the punishment trailer, and he sees Ruth, of course, and she says, well, I'm looking for an elder mother Marva, basically because the highest, he did send her to go get her out of the punishment trailer, but she just went to the wrong punishment trailer on purpose. Anyway, so our boy Daikon on the outside, he loves Ruth, y'all. I told y'all he was feeling her. I don't know if it's love, but he was definitely feeling her, because he let her know how much he thinks about her, and he asked her just like a dude, y'all. Don't you miss me? Like, bruh, you just threatened to kill me, but you worried about if I miss you. I'm sorry, but Ruth is like, it's all about, right now it's we just both we can both make the highest happy. We just have to, kind of work together. But Daikon is like, he not with that. He want her for all to himself, you guys. So then our two soldiers, one cult member, one soldier, because that's just how they're dressed. But TJ and Manny, because that's what I'm gonna call them. TJ and Manny they're still, of course they're still looking for Andrew. But Andrew just hiding. He's like, I can't do it no more. I gotta hide. So the soldier, or the guy TJ Purple Road, says, who are we are we in any trouble, with this dude? And basically, Manny tells him, no, we're good. Like, we're going to be able to handle him. We just need to know where he is. So TJ says, well, we've looked everywhere except the tower. And he could be laying on his belly at the tower. So Manny is like, dang, I didn't think of that. Okay, let's go find him. So, they go off to try to find him, to see if he's over there at the tower. Then we have in the trailer Ruth going to get Elder Mother Marvel out of the trailer. But Ruth, you knew you didn't have keys when you went to look for her in the first place. So why would you go there without keys? So now you got Lacey and Oliver. Elder Mother Marvel is there, of course. But you got Lacey and Oliver. And Ruth is like, I came to get you out. I guess Ruth didn't realize that Elder Mother Marvel would actually be shackled. So maybe that's why she didn't attempt to get a key. Or maybe she just knew that it wasn't a woman's place to ask for a key. All she knew is she needed to get Marva to cook the Highest's food. So as Ruth is trying to walk out of the trailer, Lacey and her big mouth starts talking again. Oh, Marva, Ruth tried to escape, or she wanted to escape with others that left, and just talking way too much, y'all. Once again, Oliver had already told her to stop. You talking too much. You doing too much. Well, our girl Ruth said, oh, you want to lie? Not only are you a deserter, but you also a liar. So I got something for that task, okay? So Ruth walks around and she kicks Lacey in her face. Period. Like, no questions asked, period. She did that. And Lacey is just like, damn, she really kicked me. Yeah, she did. And so Marva says after Ruth, she was like, I told y'all I'm the Highest's favorite. I knew I wasn't gonna be in here that long, and now I'm about to go. And I'm gonna coach you. You're gonna become converted, and I'm gonna ask the Highest to let me convert you. And she's like, oh no, you're not gonna do that. But I don't know if people have heard about the way that Marva does her torture, but apparently Lacey got really quiet after that. So then we see the Highest and River back at his trailer. And River asks the Highest, is there anything you need from me? Wrong question to ask the Highest, but he asked him, and so the Highest says to River, yeah, I just want to see you tonight, okay? Y'all, we know how it go down when the Highest barely have his medication and he wants to see Oliver late at night. I don't know if this is going to be a cuddling session or if this is going to be one of those wrap me up in ropes and tie me up and torture me again type of session. But he let him know, yeah, it's not a good day and I want to see you tonight. So he left from the Highest's trailer, and in walks Daikon. And Daikon is just letting the Highest know we're looking for Andrew, but we haven't found him yet. We are going to find him. And so Daikon, once again, he's still trying to assure the Highest, and your Highest, it's okay. We're gonna take care of it. We're gonna handle it. No, you ain't handling nothing, as well as you're supposed to be handling, Sir Daikon, unfortunately. So anyway, y'all, after that conversation between the highest, Ruth walks in. Ruth walks in and she is, the highest is like, "Where's my food?" She's like, I can't get your food because Marva, I don't have a key. Like, I don't have a key to unlock her, your highest. And the highest like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'll go get her." So this right here, y'all, this kind of set the scene for the highest to be exposed to the two deserters, which was sad and unfortunate. But the highest makes his way over to the trailer, the punishment trailer, where Lacey and Oliver and Elder Mother Marva are. He kneels down. He looks at the deserters, being Oliver and Lacey. He looks at them, but then he kneels down, unlatches her from the shackles. The highest, Marva's, "Oh, I'm so sorry, your highest, I'm so sorry." And then she says to the highest, "If you could just do me one favor, I just want her being Lacey. She wants to basically convert Lacey." And the highest is like, cause she, and Marva's like, well, cause she's talking, she's telling everything, she's telling how you're evil, just all kind of stuff. She's talking bad about the highest. And Marva is telling the highest what Lacey said. So then the highest says, "Let me think about it, and now you can go." So Marva finally get done running her mouth once again. That she go in somebody else's business, still talking. But the highest, he give her a pass and let her go. And so now, y'all, the highest is left in the trailer with Lacey and Oliver. Y'all, the highest is a voyeur. That's all I can say. He is a voyeur. With that being said, the highest proceeds to say, he asked Oliver, "Why would you point a gun at me?" And I even asked that question. Why would you point a gun at him and not shoot him? But like I said, he asked Oliver, he says, "You pointed a gun at me, and you tried to leave, and so why were you protecting her? Were you having sex with her?" And Oliver says, "Yes, your highest." Yeah. And so the highest says, "Well, do it right here." "Do it right here where?" "Yeah, do it right here." He's like, "Well, your highest, I can't do it. My hands are cuffed." Now, Oliver, you know good and well the highest was not going to unhandcuff you. I'm pretty sure you would have gotten loose and hit the highest, but so the highest is like, "Okay, you can't do it with your hands cuffed, but I'm gonna cut your pants open so you can have access." And he cuts down one leg and cuts down the other. So I guess Oliver gonna have to just put it to the side and do what he do. And so Oliver proceeds to get on top of Lacey. He takes the clothes off and everything, pulls her pants down and everything. And the entire time he was apologizing. I'm sorry. But it takes two. So Oliver, I don't know what part you was apologizing for. Somebody help me understand why Oliver was apologizing. But anyway, with that being said, the highest makes Oliver get on top of Lacey. And in the midst, he's asking questions. Does it feel good? Do you look at her? And with that being said, the highest takes a sword to the spine of Oliver's back. Lacey is still screaming, crying at this point. I don't know if the sword went into her also. However, the spot where the highest stabbed Oliver, very fatal. Very fatal. He could hit a lung. He could hit that spine. So we don't know the fate of Oliver, but looking at it and how sharp that sword is, I'm going to say Oliver might be gone, y'all. And if he is, dang Oliver, for the love of Lacey. You tried though, bro. You tried. But y'all, that's it. That was the end of the episode. I do not know if We will be having an episode next week because this was episode 11. Maybe, possibility, we may be on a mid-season break. If that is so, then your girl will be back with more Ruthless content in regards to the cast members of Tyler Perry's Ruthless. I will highlight some of the things that they're doing right now, some of the shows or movies they're acting in. I'll do a review on a couple of their shows or a couple of their movies and their roles until the show returns, you guys. If we do get an episode next week, though, your girl Tika Deshawn will be right back here. All right. Well, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you drop your comments below. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. Tell everybody about us. Make everybody included. Make them a Ruthless addict, you guys. Bring them on over here to the Ruthless family. Anyway, you guys, that's about it. I have a membership that I am going to be working on where I will be providing special perks for anybody who becomes a member of our group. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, All Things Ruthless, where I, your girl Tika Deshawn, will usher you all of the latest Ruthless content.